Yo, what's up, y'all? All right, man. So I was doing a little bit of thinking, right? And it's actually been about 2 weeks since the release of both Donda and Certified Lover Boy. And I've had some time to listen to both albums, had some time to actually sit and just, reflect on this whole beef thing that's going on between these two guys. And honestly, if we strictly talking music, if we strictly talking about the albums, which one had the better album? Me personally, I feel like Donda was the better album. I feel like there are way more highlights than lowlights on that album. I feel like on Certified Lover Boy, it was just a whole album that was dedicated to Kanye West, a whole album that was dedicated to drama, a whole album that was dedicated to beef that really won't matter in about a year or two. You know what I'm saying? I only care about music. Okay, I don't care about the beef. Now, if you want to make a situation happen like with Drake and Pusha T, where they were actually going back and forth, and Pusha T obviously won the better of that situation, and people just move on with their life, great. But when you have a whole album that's just Drake sending shot after shot after shot after shot after shot, at some point it's just like, okay, we get it, y'all are not the best of friends, but why do you have to make a whole album about it? You know what I'm saying? Then when he's not talking about sending shots to freaking Kanye West, he's sitting here making stripper music, right? Making music that is dedicated to women who were once upstanding scholars and then decided that it was just too much, and then they wanted to be a stripper instead because the money is faster. So they just said flip it. And now instead of getting the money from strip clubs, they getting the money from you cuz you a pimp. Like, this is ridiculous, okay? Ever since More Life, right? Drake has been making nothing but playlist freaking music, okay? Take that back. He's been making nothing but playlist albums, all right? And what I mean when I say that is, you listen to a Drake album, you're going to find at least maybe 5 to 10 tracks that you actually like on that bitch that's going to be in your rotation, and then that's it. It's not going to be the whole album that you go back to. It's not going to be the whole album that you talk about. It's not going to be the entire thing that you say, hey yo, this album is a really, really good album. No sir, it's going to be, hey yo, those 5 to 10 tracks with some freaking heat. The rest of that album was freaking ass. Like, that's exactly how it's going to be. And that's how it's been ever since More Life. I don't know why Drake just, ever since If You're Reading This Is Too Late, has just decided to give up on actually trying when it comes to these albums. But hey, we all know Drake has a formula. We all know Drake has a certain way of doing things. And again, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But damn, son, I think it need to be broken just a little bit. I think some things need to be tweaked, bent, like for real, because this is actually insane. I was so hyped for Certified Lover Boy, and we got what we got, which was trash. I'm not even gonna lie, it was trash. The album is not good, bro. Like, I don't care about numbers. I don't care about accolades and all this other foolishness. Is the quality of the album good? Quality over quantity, man. Like, bro, putting 21 freaking tracks just for me to like, what, 8 of them? No, 11 tracks on there. Like, dead ass, bro. Like, and then half the freaking thing, you singing in the most, you singing like you half sleep. Like, I mean, listen, we talking Drake, Certified Lover Boy, Kanye, Donda. Donda had the way better album simply because of songs like 24, Come to Life, which might be Kanye's best singing ever. No Child Left Behind, Hurricane, Praise God, Off the Grid, Fivio Foreign feature, Jail Part 1. Like, there's so many great things that stood out on Donda, which made it such a great album. And it just took away, like, all of the foolishness. You don't even think that they're beefing when you go and listen to that album, bro, because it's just strictly focused on the music. You go to Drake, I'm sending shots, bish. Don't listen to this album if you don't want to hear me send shots, bish. That's what this is. That's all that was. Drake on the freaking album trying to sound like King Von, like, this I be outside. What? Bro, listen. I respect these guys for continuing to drop music this, you know, I don't want to say this late in their career, but, you know, as they continue to get up there in age, I respect them for continuing to drop music. But damn, it's really been a minute since I've thoroughly enjoyed a Drake project. I would go back to, I know I'm going to sound crazy for saying this, but I would even go back to Scorpion before I go back and listen to Certified Lover Boy. That is how bad Certified Lover Boy is, okay? Do not ask me, oh, but you know, Certified Lover Boy got some hits though. Way Too Sexy? That's the hit? Way Too Sexy, bro? You know how many freaking tracks on Scorpion would wash? Is washing Way Too Sexy? Are you dead ass? You know how many tracks on Scorpion is washing the entirety of Certified Lover Boy? The fuck out of here, man. Like, come on, son. When Drake wants to rap, he can rap. And he proved that on 7 a.m. in Bridal Path. You know what I'm saying? He proved that on The Remorse. You know, he proved that on Champagne Poetry. When he wants to do it, he can do it. But when he want to be in... Lower the BPM. When he want to be Drake, the pop artist, the dude that, you know, playing this character, and I'm so tough and macho, and I can send shooters to your freaking door, and I won't even lose sleep over it. Like, when he want to do all of that, the music is ass. Facts. And then there are certain elements that came from Dark Lane demo tapes that I thought about during my first reaction, and then it really became clear once I listened to the album again, right? I'm talking like production wise, the way that the auto-tune was done on his voice, like certain things like that, right, were little callbacks to Dark Lane demo tapes. But on the album, it just didn't work. And then some of the beats on Certified Lover Boy was so damn generic. It was like, yo, dead ass word. Like, it almost felt like I was listening to the same beat, just tweaked up a bit. You know what I'm saying? On some songs, right? And I'm like, yo, I did not want to believe that was true. But as I kept listening to the album, it became more and more prominent. Like, yo, Drake is literally just half-assing this. Like, that's just what it is. And he's been half-assing his albums ever since More Life. And it's a damn shame. Because, and I know somebody watching this video, they'd be like, yo, damn, do you like Drake? Yeah, of course I like Drake. But I'm not ashamed to criticize my favorite artist. You know what I'm saying? And you should not be ashamed to criticize your favorite artist. The Weeknd Rockin' is his worst freaking song ever. I don't care what you say. That song freaking sucks, bro. That song is ass. All right? That song is torture. Okay? If I had the option of listening to that song or jumping out of a plane with no freaking parachute, I'm jumping out the freaking plane, bro. That song is torture. All right? But I know I'm going to get some hate for that, but I don't care. I don't have a problem saying, hey, yo, this, you know, my favorite artist messed up at a certain point. Like, for example, when The Weeknd was doing features in 2017, there's a reason why I say I don't talk about that. I'm not going to talk about it because it was a really dark time. It was oh my gosh, it was dark. Okay? It was very dark. But as far as being able to criticize your favorite artist, you should be able to do that, and you have all the right to do that. Somebody in the comment section, in the Certified Lover Boy video, they were like, oh, Drake is way more successful than all of us, and our opinions, or my opinion, whatever, doesn't matter, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so because he's rich and successful, or my response to him was, just because he's rich and successful doesn't mean you can't give your honest opinion on the music, or you can't share your opinion on the music. And I feel like when you share your honest opinion on the music, as far as YouTube or as far as just social media in general, people just automatically look at you as a hater. Like, think about my Pierre Bourne reaction. I liked the whole album until it got to the final 4, maybe 5 tracks. And because I didn't like those final tracks, I'm a hater. I'm not valid, apparently. Like, I care. Like, like I'm listening to the album for the first time. I'm giving my thoughts on the album. I don't know why that thought is just so outlandish. And before I end this video, I need y'all to understand something, please, okay? I don't know how many times I'm going to have to reiterate this, how many times I'm going to have to remind you guys, right? But this is probably going to be the last time. Then after this, if you guys continue to be mentally challenged, that's on y'all. How much time I got? My videos literally say first reaction, okay? How hard is it for y'all to understand that I'm doing these videos, listening to these albums and these songs for the very first time, and that I will be listening to these albums again, and that these videos are not my final thoughts and opinions on the album until I say so? How hard is that for y'all to understand? I just needed to get that off my chest, because people are so annoying, bro, when it comes to this music stuff. Y'all so freaking fickle. Y'all so y'all just so fragile. You just pat you on the shoulder, you just fall over and shit. Anyways, Drake, Donda, Donda had the better album. Kanye had the better album. But I will say this, right? I really hope that in the future, if or when Drake decides to drop a new album, it's nothing like Certified Lover Boy. It is nothing like Scorpion. It's nothing like More Life, or at least it could be a blend of More Life, at least. But please stop making these freaking albums where it's nothing but a drama fest. It's nothing but an album focused on things that won't matter. Your own dad said all that other BS is here today and gone tomorrow. Okay? For real. Take your dad's advice, Drake, for once, please. All right? Y'all let me know in the comment section your thoughts and your opinions. Who do you feel had the better album between the two? Do you like Drake's Certified Lover Boy? Do you like Kanye's Donda? If you like both albums, I would love for you to tell me why. Okay? I'm not saying that you can't do that either. I'm not saying that you can't be that person that likes both albums. Of course, by all means, be that person. You know, if you like both albums, like both albums. You know, to each his own. But I would love to know why, if you do like both albums. So I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, man. Drake, please don't drop no more ass. Kanye, if this is your last album, this was a good one. We need Jail Part 2 taken off the airwaves. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.